Welcome back to Metal Rules TV, where the underground meets the playground. This is Johnny Rocks from the Dead Pirates.
This is Simba from the Dead Pirates.
Once again, is Jesus Juice from Dead Pirates.
Not associated with him. To us.
I'm Jeff Rappaport from Dead Rules.
I'm Matt Gibbons from Metal Pirates.
I'm Joey Kogel from Dead from the Waist Down.
Again.
That's what this stuff does, dude.
That's Friday night.
He's the limp pit.
Yeah, I'm the limp kid.
Friday night, Dead from the Waist Down. Woo!
Yeah,
Sorry, baby.
shock top.
You're gonna have to fucking use the vibe.
Buy it.
So, in the news, Artillery is getting ready to release a new album in 2013.
Wow.
Those guys, they were away for a while. And then they came back and just released an album
They
in
should have
2010.
stayed that way. Yeah, it was horrible.
Really? You didn't like it?
I hated it.
I'm with you.
I said, no thank you, oogle it, Matt.
Yeah, these
Google
guys,
it,
these guys have been around back and forth for the last 30 years, and I think they've sucked for 30 years. That's why they keep leaving, and they keep giving another go-round, and then they realize that, well, we still suck.
Well, they got albums. I remember, in the 80s,
somebody likes it.
I thought they were a third-tier band, They're very hit and miss. Some of their stuff's okay. Some of their stuff's okay. Some of it's meh. But I didn't think they're certainly not on the top level.
Yeah, none of it's good. It's just okay.
It's like everybody was signing thrash bands back then, and they just, let's get these guys.
What do you like better, Artillery or what's the other band called that we talked about earlier?
Who? Lost Society?
White Wizard.
Oh.
That's a future story.
I'm go with Artillery on that.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean,
But the kids have a chance still, though. They have a
the
chance
kids
to be
haven't been
good.
around long enough.
I mean, I don't think that they've grown into their role yet. But Artillery's been around long enough.
Subpar music for 30 years.
You can't expect more than that out of them. Let's be honest. They don't have a Master of Puppets in them. They don't have a Rain and Blood in them. You know what I mean?
Okay. What do you think, Matt?
I think they're okay.
Yeah?
Kind of my,
They don't have an Agent Orange in them.
yeah. Kind of with everybody else. It seems they get lumped in with the prog thrash guys a lot. Like kind of.
And they're not prog thrash.
I know, and it's
They're
weird.
really kind of not to me.
Another problem, I think, is that they've gone through 35 members in the last. I mean, they've had 18 drummers and 7 guitarists, and there's no identification to them.
Well, actually, no. The one thing that I do identify with
Actually, they have 2 brothers that have been in the band.
Jim Artillery and John Artillery.
Yeah, they're the guitar players now. One used to play bass originally, and now he's a guitarist. And other than that, they're just surrounded by untalented people.
Well, the one thing I think that they do have that's different from, in the rarity of thrash bands, is the fact that he sings. I mean, there's like not a lot of thrash band sing instead of shout. Like Overkill or Annihilator and
These are things I could do without.
who else? Other thrash bands where the Forbidden, where the guy sings instead of just screams.
Yeah.
Or just shouts it out.
So not Slayer?
No.
No. Well, what kind of thrash do you guys like? What do you think is?
Bay Area thrash is probably primarily my favorite shit.
I agree.
I mean,
Violence,
Slayer, Possessed, Exodus, old Sonic Frost, all that kind of stuff, like the driving stuff.
Yeah.
But it's got to be done with taste and quality. I mean, anybody could just go. I mean, you actually have to have some substance there, which is one problem with the fucking Lost Society.
All right. Well, a band like Artillery, they're probably like a second or a third or even a fourth tier.
I say third, yeah.
Right.
I mean, they're like in the sadist. I think sadist is probably ahead of them.
Yeah, I love.
And they're a third tier
They're
band.
way faster.
Now, which bands do you think third tier bands do you think would be should be first tier bands or second tier bands? Which bands do you think are
Well, it's an
underrated?
interesting thing. How about let's go for this whole Big Four thing.
Right.
Anthrax should not be
Sorry,
in the
I
Big
missed that.
Four.
I wanted to get in the
Okay.
conversation last week.
I'm sorry.
What's that?
Now, last week you guys were doing something about the Big 5 thing.
Well,
No, we didn't talk about it.
No, I suggested
when it comes to
I didn't
this,
do it.
I just don't
Oh,
think
it
that
didn't
a
go
band
with
like
it?
Anthrax should be in there with the top echelon guys.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a Testament in there than an Anthrax.
Yeah, but Anthrax.
I'd rather have Overkill than a lot of them.
Yeah, but they're just not good
Yeah.
though. It doesn't matter.
Who's that?
Anthrax. I mean, do they have one album you could sit through the whole thing and say
Well,
this is a great
How
album?
you feel about Testament, Jeff?
They don't have any of them.
Testament, I think, are overrated.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they're fantastic. We just saw them last week. Scarlet was destroying.
I like them a lot,
Uh-huh.
but I think overall they're overrated. When I sit there and listen back to the catalog, I don't think the albums are great. I think they're good.
I
Well, it
personally,
depends on
New
what
Order and Practice What You
yeah, and
Preach are like
their wheelhouse.
Right.
There's two albums right there are better than anything that Anthrax ever wrote. You
But
can take the best song of every album that Anthrax did, put them together, and it still wouldn't be as good as that.
Anthrax though had some good albums too, but then they just kind
I
of
just,
They got-
I never
they got
got
more-
it.
I feel
like-
never
I feel
got
like-
it.
I think
I don't know, I
I
feel
think the problem with Anthrax is when they sold out and they did the collaboration with Run DMC or
Did
whatever
Public
it was,
Enemy.
Public Enemy, whatever, and then they had some cheesiness come
I
out.
always thought
when
they were
Slayer
very
never went
cartoony.
cheesy.
Well, Anthrax
the other
did,
bands
they
did it.
They were very
Slayer went
cartoony.
cheesy.
When did they go cheesy?
Well, oh man, what was that album, dude? It was horrible. They tried to get like.
But
You're,
not-
you're thinking of Diablo.
God
but
Hates
that's
Songs.
not
Oh yeah, dude. I was going to bring that up.
I love
Yeah,
the
I love the
yeah,
album,
it's
yeah,
not as
yeah.
much as Anthrax.
The lyrics
so.
are-
I just
No,
think
no, we're
every
here.
song starts. Wah, 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 wah. Dude, the new one, dude. It's just song after song start with the same friggin' guitar solo. Like Kerry King, learn a new scale.
Well, that's what he does, man. That's his thing.
It's horrible.
Well, they're like
It's-
AC/DC, and when you find your niche, you stay in that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
If they
AC/DC
if they
had
did
a
other
different
things-
style until they got a new singer, and then they stayed in
they
it.
just do the
But
repetitive
They
stuff.
had to, right? That was their signature style, right? And then the bass player just.
Well, they kinda had to get a new singer.
And everything. Right?
Yeah, they didn't.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there was.
Bon Scott was better dead than Brian Johnson.
I think their best material is definitely with Bon Scott.
Bon Scott,
but
sure.
I
their,
agree,
their
too.
best album
Yeah.
is Back in Black, though. No.
I don't know.
Song
about
for
song.
Commercially,
Song for song.
Yeah,
best
song
album.
Sales.
But that was
I
written
don't
with
know,
Bon
man.
Scott.
Oh, I know.
All that material was written with Bon Scott. It'd be
Right,
interesting-
no,
That's
but the
the thing,
sneeze
right.
factor that's
Yeah,
in there,
yeah.
You know.
Do you guys have the Bonfire box set?
I have some of the
It's
stuff.
great
in there.
because it has all like the other versions of those songs.
They did demo
Yeah,
versions and
yeah.
stuff.
All right.
It's
cool.
If it was probably the best box set I've ever bought out of anything. Because you know all box sets are usually like one new song and like, oh, here's a guitar pick and a shot glass.
Yeah.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know, this was like all different versions of songs that you know, like demo versions and unreleased songs. It was like a whole collection of unreleased shit.
Pictures of the
And
Young
had
Brothers
the
takes.
Lee Evans stuff in there and all too.
It was it was really awesome.
I was to say you sold me.
It's a lie.
What, you didn't know about that?
No.
Yeah, Bonfire, and,
Yeah,
and
it's
it
good.
has all that stuff. You still get the shot glass and the guitar pick.
Right, but
And a little flag and all that.
material
But
that's
it
fine,
has,
yeah.
and the best thing is now, you know, when I bought it, there wasn't really eBay, so now you can get it on eBay. Probably pick it up for 10 or
Right.
15 bucks.
Maybe, yeah.
It
Yeah,
has-
and that are you selling it on eBay?
no way.
I'll go online right now and we'll hear the bloop. I just sold some on eBay.
No.
Jerk off named
I just
Joey.
talked them up.
If
Right?
you like AC/DC and if
I
you're,
only
especially
love
if you're a
Bon
Bon,
AC/DC.
then you should get Bonfire because
Yeah,
it was amazing. It's
sure.
all Bon Scott.
That sounds
It's
cool.
all most of it's unreleased.
His lyrical
And there's a
content
remaster
was
of Black and
amazing.
Black on there for some
Well,
reason.
he just
It
drew
was- yeah.
He was like that fucking pervert in the corner with the raincoat on.
Flipping the
He
coin,
made
yeah.
that come out
Yep.
orally, you know.
He
where-
likes pee-pee.
Yeah.
Perverts
He
the
was-
raincoats off and they come out early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was able to make
She
this.
goes down. Oh, dude, yo, I was rocking that today.
Mhm.
What was that? I don't know if it was. I forget what album that was.
That's
TNT.
all Power Edge.
Yeah, Powerage, yeah. She goes down.
All right. Anything else on artillery?
They're not AC/DC.
Artilla the Hunt.
Artillery is not easy.
And they're not Slayer. So,
All right. So
And
that's
they're not the
Fuck
Dead
'em.
Pirates.
no, they're certainly not Dead Pirates. Which
Dead Pirates. Greatest
CD
thing.
is out.
Volume 1 available.
iTunes, Amazon, CD Now, Rhapsody, Napster, it's all out there. Get it.
that's what we have in
Oh, it's
artillery.
only $8 too. You can't